Hello, my name is Ethan Walden, and this is my video for the cell shading assignment. What I ended up doing was I contributed these all these setup functions, and at the end, once we draw it, all these setup functions and like cleanup functions after, before and after drawing the outline. At least some of them, most of them, as you can see. Now let me demonstrate that this code actually works as intended. So here is the sphere, and as you can see, it has the cartoony outline around it. Yeah, awesome. So here are my contributions to our solution here. It's really just a bunch of these functions here at the top that I called so that the outline, what I was trying to draw around the sphere would look right, I suppose. This is just I mean, pretty much what I was doing initially was drawing a larger version of the sphere and just removing the front faces or making them not visible. And it would just appear as if it was an outline, regardless of the angle. Well, and that might still be what's happening, although my group went in a bit of a different direction as far as implementation goes. But these functions remained. So this made the object that we were drawing inside of this function larger. This enabled flat shading. This enabled the blend function and the cull face function down here and down here. And this is defining the kind of blending that I wanted to use. This is well, this is also inside of the render model function that was in the book, just so that you know, it does exactly what it was doing in there. It was necessary so that it would me drawing out all the triangles, I believe. I also disabled depth masking, and I used this interesting function here, GL cull face and GL front. What this ended up doing was it pretty much made it so that only the triangles in the back are actually displayed when I draw the object. And this makes it so that even though, well, I mean, I cannot really explain what's going on down here because this is not the solution I had initially. My group decided to go in a bit of a different direction. But in my case, what it was doing was that when I was drawing a larger version of the sphere, it was getting rid of the front faces, so that way it just appeared as if it was a big outline around the whole sphere. I mean, it was a little bit larger, and only the stuff in the back was displaying, so it wasn't covering up what could be seen from the front. And I still have this for loop here, and this for loop here, which were pretty similar to things inside of render model. As you can see, the contents of these were quite altered by our group here. And same with here. This is also pretty similar or maybe identical to something that is can be seen in the render model function. As I mentioned before, what I was doing earlier was just rendering a bigger model without the front faces and making it black. So yeah. And okay. And here at the bottom, to correspond with the GL begin, I had the GL end. And I'm pretty much undoing the operations of def maxing the cull face that I did at the top, because we don't need them anymore because afterwards we're going to draw the model. But of course, when we render the outline again, we'll re-enable all this and go through all this again, then disable it all again for, when we inevitably call render model after this. So yeah, that is that is the video. Thank you.